lights on the pavement glow. Cities alive with a rhythm flow. Step to the beat, let the skyline show. I'm a spark in the dark where the wild things grow. Street signs hum, they're calling my name.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's the first episode, 2A Brothers Unleashed.
What's up?
I got my guy Sheaf in here with me today. Appreciate you coming through, man.
No problem, bro. No problem.
Sully obviously has some issues, so he couldn't make it. I know he wanted to be here, but we're going to hold it down for him and that.
Absolutely.
And today, passport to peace.
Yes.
When is the last time somewhere you traveled changed something in you?
That's a good question, y'all.
And
something to think about.
And I think it's something that people don't really think about, the power of travel and how it can unlock so many things within you, even peace. Because a lot of times when we think about traveling, people always think about the fun aspects, but just the fun aspects, actually, people don't understand how much fun you focus on. You don't worry about stress. You're not really worrying about bills.
Work.
It gets you out of your comfort zone of your normal hamster wheel life.
Yeah.
Because we all go to work. We all pay bills.
Yep.
So it comes that time where it's like, when we're on vacation, you're not thinking about that. Obviously, we all know we got to go home to bills.
Yeah.
But that's why you set a budget. Like, on this trip, I'm not going to spend more than this.
Yeah.
And then once you allocate what you allocate for your trip, you already know when you come back, it's going to be back to business as usual. But that's one of the things where people come back more recharged, I feel, and energetic because you had to decompress. And people didn't have the time to do it. Like, what was like one of your first big trips?
My first big trip was definitely Thailand, for sure. Yeah, that was my very first trip international. Well, actually, no, it wasn't my first trip international. My first trip international technically was Canada, but I don't consider that to be.
Yeah, that's right. It's like right up the street.
It's right up the street. That was my first international trip. My first real trip out the country would definitely be Thailand.
Okay.
Sure.
Now,
Yeah, definitely life changing.
Now with Thailand, did you go in a group, couple people?
Actually, I went solo, believe it or not.
Oh man,
I
solo.
actually went solo all the way to the other side of the globe.
Literally the other side of the globe.
Yep, like 8, 9, 10,000 miles, whatever it is. Yeah.
What was that experience like to just dive into that culture?
Definitely a humbling experience. Just going into, just being from the U.S., us Americans have our ways, right? We definitely have our ways. We are definitely set in our ways in a lot of ways. And so going to a totally different country, a totally different culture, where you don't speak the language, where, things just don't operate the same like they do in the U.S. Things in the U.S. get done pretty quick, right?
Everything.
Yeah, and when you go out to some of these other countries, things slow down a little bit. To some people, that could be a hindrance. You know what I'm saying?
My bad, y'all. Like something that you be like, yo, I'm not even used to this. This not even nothing like back home.
Okay, I got one. This might be a little controversial, but just being like a black man in America, right? We've never had the greatest relationship with authority.
At all.
Right?
At all.
It's always been
stereotypes.
Yeah, and that's not to say that all police officers are bad. I'm not saying that, y'all.
Nah.
The relationship between us has never been the best, right?
At all.
But when I went to Thailand, and the police officers or security, just people of authority, right? Were friendly. I didn't feel like a criminal. You know how a lot of us subconsciously, right, maybe go into a store and we might do little things we don't even think about. Like we keep our hands outside of our pockets so people don't think we're trying to steal. Like little stuff like that.
That's trauma, and that's trauma actually.
Yeah.
That's trauma.
Yeah, or if a police officer get behind you, you automatically thinking that you did something wrong. You probably didn't do nothing wrong, but it does cross your mind, right? Whether you think about it or not, it's all subconscious.
Like, was I speeding?
Yeah.
I put my signal on when I switch.
Yeah, but it's like when I went over there and the police are like, Saudi cop bowing to me. I'm like, wow, what the heck? Okay, I remember one time, right? I was at the ATM, and I was getting some money. No, actually, yeah, I was at the ATM getting some money out. Not the ATM, it's like a bank teller or whatever, right? So I'm getting some money out, and then I seen a security guard kind of walk up behind me. Then here come another one. First instinct, just being American, they must think I'm trying to rob the joint or something like that, right? No, actually, it was just watching my back. It was just making sure nobody bothered me.
That's crazy.
Right? And then after I finished my business, got my money out, he kind of walked up to me and he said, Saudi cop. He said, and he shook my hand. And he said, where you from? I told him. He was like, oh, well, have a nice time. Welcome to Thailand. Then he gave me a card. He said, if you have any issues, just call this number.
That's wild.
I'm like, whoa.
That's wild.
Like, this is different.
Police in America, most of them would never. If they say, yo, if something happens, call
me. Yeah. Now, that's not to say that y'all should go out there and start acting a fool. Right?
At all. Because you will go to jail.
Absolutely. They don't play out there. When you travel, that's why I said it's humbling. Because, when you travel, you definitely should have some decorum about you. Respect the culture. As long as you do that, you shouldn't have any issues. But I do see a lot of guys and women go to other countries with that American mentality, and it doesn't work. It doesn't carry over. So I would just say sometimes you got to leave the mentality of America in America.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Or if you take it as a comparison. Because I'm trying to think, my first time out the country was going to Costa Rica.
I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, it was a little couple thing that me and my significant other at the time had went, and it was actually pretty dope. And this is where I think it forces you to open your mind, because we went to do an excursion, and then me, you know how we always hear, oh, this happened and this, and my mindset from what I do, I'm thinking, if you get jammed up, the one people to know that you're American are the people that work at these destinations. So that was my mindset, right? So when we go out on this excursion, the guy says, hey, you want to stop and get snacks? I'm like, yes, we do. So as we go in the store, he stays in the car. And I'm like, why, I don't know, I forgot, I'm not sure what language they speak in Costa Rica. I'm pretty sure it's Spanish. But neither one of us were fluent in Spanish. And now I'm thinking, well, bro, if you're our guide, why would you allow us to go in the store without you?
Yeah.
Because it don't make sense to me. So I'm like, all right, maybe he trying to set us up. So we go in there, we get snacks and everything. And we come out, and this is how bad my mindset was being American. In my mind, when we got back in the car, I don't know if he might have called somebody, set something up. In my mind, I'm like, all right, if this goes left and he does this, just based off of training, I'm like, if I scoop under the seatbelt, under his side, pull it up, I can choke him out with one arm and punch on him and get all this stuff together, right? So, but the dude was super cool. So we get to where we're going. I'm glad Sully isn't here, because this was a trip where, listen, if you go to Costa Rica, they have this slide. I didn't see the warning signs. If you ever get on a water slide, first of all, the first red flag is the tube wasn't a red flag. I wasn't paying attention. They gave me a tube. Now, let's be clear, I don't swim. They gave me a tube, so I'm like, safety first, right?
Yeah.
Then they gave me a helmet. Why would you need a helmet for a water slide? So I'm not thinking it's something crazy. I'm like, it's a water slide, right? Wrong. Then we start to walk up here. Because as I'm sitting here with this helmet on and the tube around me, I'm like, and I can hear people screaming going down. I'm like, yo, that sounds like they're moving fast. On the walk to the top. This walk was long enough for me to actually feel it. Like, we not there yet? You know, people always say, "Are we there yet?" When you're in the car, no. It's like, where's the top of the slide? So we get there, and I see people saying something to the guy, and he's like holding this big this handle. So when he's pushing it down, it's blocking the water. So when he lifts it up, the water pushes you down. So I seen a couple people go, and he's like, this one guy said, "Man, give me a tsunami." This dude, look, he let that water build up. He threw it up. That joint would have looked like, in my mind, because I don't swim, it was like a tidal wave. The water's going over the guy's head, and he's like, woo! Enjoyed it. Not my thing. So when it's my turn, I specifically told him, I knew Paquito. I didn't know nothing else, but I knew a little. Paquito. I said, bro, Paquito, just a little bit of water.
Yeah.
He said, tsunami. No. I told him, as I said, no, don't you do it. I sit down, the water is ice cold.
Oh, man.
So that's the shock. You get there, right? You sit in it. He says, okay, my friend. He pulls it up so the water hits you. That joint put you in the mid. That joint hit my back. I said,
oh, man.
You lock up like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He says, keep your arms in the tube like this. Cross your ankles, right? So, boom. He said, my friend. I said, Paquito. It's because, you gotta hold on something like Paquito. He said, tsunami. I said, no, I told you Paquito. He said, pura vida. And I think that means more life. Pura vida or more love, something. All I know is after he yelled that, he threw this gate as high as he could lift it. He was on demon time. I kind of want to go back till we have a conversation, because I ain't like that shit.
Did he ask you, where you from, sir, at the
No,
beginning?
he ain't
Asked you
nothing.
that? Oh,
He
shit.
didn't care. He just wanted me to have a good time, and he ruined it. So then, and
He probably
when
figured-
you know your significant other change on you, and I'm gonna tell you, all right, let's get to the bottom of the water slide. So boom, he does this. The water hits my helmet. Tsunami, the wave. This joint hits, freezing the water, hits your head, the helmet. This thing is like a rocket. This thing, they're telling you keep your ankles crossed. I'm going so fast, I hit a turn. This joint flips on my side. So now I'm not holding this because I'm trying to get right. Then this joint is so fast, it flips me to the other side because my body's out of sync. So in my mind, I remember before you come out, it's a guy standing there to take a picture. So I'm fighting to get right in this tube. So I fight. I'm getting there. I kind of straighten up and I see the dude. I say, oh, straight away.
Yeah.
This thing is moving like I'm the rocket now. I'm zoom. So I see the guy for a split second. I see a flash and I said, this is it. I gotta stick this landing like it's gymnastics. My vision, I'm gonna come out, land in the water. Did it, I'm done. And I wanna talk to that guy because I said no tsunami. Didn't go that way. As I landed, it said, whew. I tried to stick it, my feet slipped.
Oh, shit.
So when the feet slip, I go up. I spin under the water, but then the raft is pulling up while I'm down. So it's like, as I go down, the raft's pulling up. So it's kind of like almost flipping me over.
Yeah.
So I get up. Now at this point, I'm fighting. I'm one arm swimming, do whatever I was doing. I was fighting for my life. Now, the bad part is that it was only like 4.5, 5 feet.
Come on, yo. Really?
Now, I'm 5'11".
Come on.
But when you struggling in the water,
Bro, I can't swim, but 4 feet. Come on.
bro, like, it was bigger than 4 feet. It felt like 12 when I couldn't get my legs together. I couldn't get my legs together. So then all I hear, and this is where the real frustration came in.
You was in the kiddie pool.
This is the real frustration for me. When I hear, oh my God, babe, stand up. What do you think I'm trying to do? What do you do what? And then the tour guide is, senor, stand up. You tall, stand up. What do y'all think I was trying to do? That's when the vacation became a little stressful.
That's funny. He's almost drowned in a 4 feet kiddie pool.
Bro, I shouldn't have came off of the slide that fast. I told him no tsunami. I don't care what country you're from.
Like an 8,
no
9, 10 feet.
means no. That's universal, internationally, globally. No means no.
He said no. See, tsunami.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to tell y'all, if you find yourself in Costa Rica and you go to this water park and they give you a tubie and a helmet, be careful. And if you get to the top and he says tsunami, if y'all been there, get in the comments and let me know.
So does that?
I'm so glad it wasn't on camera.
So does that deter you now from doing water sports when you travel?
Nah, I which is like, I feel like it's crazy because this was stateside, and I got on a banana boat. I'm gonna tell y'all now, a banana boat is one of the most terrifying things you could ever do when you can't swim. And I don't care what people say about that life jacket. It's the thought of falling off of this banana boat in the ocean.
Well, I did that.
And you just there.
Before. The banana boat wasn't that bad.
Man, listen, I was holding on to that thing so tight. And then I had another guy. We broke down before we got on. He was with his lady. I'm with my lady at the time. I'm like, yeah. And me and him broke down because we couldn't swim.
Yeah.
They could.
Yeah.
So then we're on here. We're both holding. Like you thought I was riding a horse. Man, and then the dude says, faster, amigo, faster. I said, bro, you fucking traitor. I thought we was on the same page. What is this? So then the jet ski is gunning it, and they hit a turn. So during the turn, I'm like a dude on a motorcycle. I start leaning into the turn with the jet ski.
Oh, dude, I was definitely doing that. I was doing the same.
And the guy that said speed up, he falls off into the middle.
Oh, he fell.
He fell. So this one was different. So this banana boat, you had one end you could ride, one end you could ride, and in the middle was just flat.
Yeah.
So he falls off into the middle. And the jet ski guy's like, you good? I said, nah, that's exactly what he get. You want to say speed up? Come on, amigo. You know what you was doing? We both agreed we couldn't swim and we needed to take it slow. You got comfortable and look what happened to you. And then the girl I'm with, she like, we turned and she's like, I'm slipping. And I'm like, stop playing. She's like, I'm not. Now, I really did think she was playing. When we got off, she told me she wasn't playing. And then I told her, I said, well, I thought about it. I was going to reach my hand out, but I thought she was playing. She said, I wasn't playing.
Oh, she was serious.
Yeah. But she didn't fall. She could swim.
Yeah.
And it's one of my things. Like, so if I grab you and you did something funny, because you know sometimes girls play too much, and you pull and we both fall off, relationship over. You just pull me into the ocean, sis. You not even bae no more. You sis now. The relationship instantly demoted. You know what I mean?
Shit, I guess you figure I ain't gonna be the only one in here wet.
Get right.
Come on down here with me.
Listen.
That's wild.
That slide in Costa Rica, I'm trying to tell you, is the devil. Avoid it. I would never go on that slide again.
Yeah, Costa Rica's in my future. I'll stay away from that.
I'm down to go back to Costa Rica because I've heard things. I didn't get to explore Costa Rica really.
Yeah.
But on the get back, I would like to go explore Costa Rica.
Yeah.
That wasn't a trip where I would say I got immersed in the culture, but one thing that I found was dope. Actually, we did, because we seen how they made coffee, how they used the what is the thing? I forgot what they're calling the animals. It's a bull, but they cut his testicles off. After they cut his testicles off, they call him something else. But whatever, so y'all get in the comments if y'all know. But they had one of those, and they were using him for sugar cane. So they would have him walk around, and they would put the sugar cane and pin and squeeze everything out of it.
Yeah.
That process was pretty dope. We've seen how they make their coffee. And I think that was one of the dopest parts. Then on the way back, The tour guide pulls over and starts grabbing stuff off a tree. Comes back in the car and was like, "Here, try this." And I'm like,
Yeah, that's
"I'm
another.
not eating this."
That's another thing that was definitely life changing for me.
And then I see him like,
Mm.
and I'm like,
Yep.
still not eating this. Like, get back to the room.
Yep.
But it was actually really good. It was like some fresh type of fruit in Costa Rica that was native there.
Yeah.
I will say some people, they don't understand danger like we do. Like, we're horseback riding. I had one issue with the horseback ride because my horse wouldn't listen. So if I pulled left, he went right.
He didn't speak.
Maybe he was a little slow. Maybe my horse didn't get it. What's the thing? Dyslexic, how people read different.
Mm-hmm.
The horse might have had an animal version or something like that because I pulled left, he went right. I pulled right, he went left. We couldn't get together. The other horse started running. He wanted to start trotting fast. Nobody, slow down. Slow down, good buddy. I'm not that comfortable. And then the tour guide comes back and said, "Hey man, look." He said, I said, "What is it?" Because my horse, we was on one page. We just stopped, and he's on the angle so I could see. I said, "Go back for what?" He said, "It's a snake." I don't like snakes.
Oh yeah. No,
And I said, "Well, is it poisonous?" He said, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Why do you want me to come back and see that? Because if he fall out that tree and my horse panic, listen, me and horses have a weird relationship because I seen too much stuff. You fall off a horse, it will ruin your life. R.I.P. Christopher Reeve. But he was like, "Yo, horse, you fall off the horse the wrong way, you'll be done."
Yeah.
And let alone if it's a poisonous snake there.
Yeah, snakes. I'm not messing with snakes.
Nah, I don't play
like it's certain things. I mean, I know I travel a lot, and I done seen a lot of cultures. Certain things I'm just not accepting. Snakes is one of them. We not doing that. Certain weird things that people eat. No disrespect to nobody's culture, but certain things I'm just not eating.
You know what it is though? It's one of the things that's interesting to me. I'm glad you said that. When you travel and you see what people eat, and you're like, but it's a different culture. Like, we may look at it one way. Like, other people, and most cultures probably eat chickens, right? But then you have some cultures that eat a lot of other stuff. We have cultures that eat roaches because they're rich in protein. We have so many things out here, and I think one part of it, I don't think it's one of those biggest things. I think it's a more enlightening moment about travel.
Yeah.
Because then we're definitely, I mean, I'm not going to join in on all of the food choices.
Yeah.
However, I think it's an enlightening moment to see, like, how other people try different things and what are considered delicacies to them.
Yeah, because I guess some people just eat whatever around them. Whatever's the animal of the land or the fruit of the land or the vegetables of the land, that's what they eat.
True.
Like for us, man, we'll never eat cats and dogs or whatever.
Facts.
That's our
not on purpose
pet
anyway. Because some of these stores out here.
You go to other countries and some people eat that type of stuff. Again, no disrespect, but some people do eat that.
I mean, there's some people over here that eat weird stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, heck, when I was in Thailand,
listen, I don't care what you say. If people, you can stand off in the comments. I'm never gonna eat chitlins.
I'm cool.
Just the way that they smell.
Yep.
You got pig feet. What?
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. I'm not gonna. I think a lot of these meals that carried on down tradition started in slave times.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Because we got scratched, so we made do.
Yep. We're not in slavery no more, y'all. I'm just saying.
Facts.
I'm not eating
certain things. I'm just not gonna eat.
Yeah,
I'm just not
that's
doing
one
it.
of them. But some people love them.
Yeah, I used to love some chitlins. Now
I can't do it.
you gotta try and throw some hot sauce on them. Now, if you know me, you know hot sauce is a savior for a lot of things, but it won't be for that.
Yeah, I can't do it. Now, in Thailand, they eat like they have like dried insects just right there in the open. And you know how, like, remember back in the day we would go to like the corner store or whatever and get like them little plastic bags and put like candy in there, the penny candies. People do the same thing but with the insects
You
over
ever
there.
try one?
No.
You gotta try one. We go to Thailand. Let's try roaches.
Oh no, I ain't doing no roaches. Nah.
I think that's trauma for black people.
Nah, roaches.
You grew up, you always had that family member, that friend that had roaches. You ain't really want to sit on their furniture because you ain't want to take that home and your mom beat your ass.
Yeah, I ain't doing the roaches, man. I mean,
what about crickets?
I would try the cricket before I try the roach.
I need a chocolate covered.
I do the cricket before I do the roach. I mean, while I was there, what did I have while I was there? I had I think it was alligator tail or something like that, which was really good. It was good.
I didn't try alligator tail. It was just gator and nuggets, but it was actually good. It's a little more chewy than chicken, but it was really good. And I noticed that every time you order gator, it comes with its own sauce. Like you can't just put like buffalo sauce, no ketchup. Whatever the sauce is, though, it always sets it off. Always.
Yep.
Now,
you know, nothing that was eye-opening for me since we're talking about food.
What?
That, and I hate to keep crapping on how we do things, but like like just how natural food is just so available in some of these other places, you know, and how artificial some of our food is. I didn't realize until after I started traveling. You know, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So I'm just so used to eating what we eat and all of that. And then when I go to other countries, and it's like dang, like all the foods that seem to do my body well is just at abundance here. You know, mango trees everywhere, coconut trees. You can just grab a coconut off the tree and just chop it up, open it up and just drink it. Just everywhere. Papaya, all type of fruit that's good for you. And I'm like, shoot, I can't even find a watermelon here with black seeds in it. You know what I'm saying?
Part.
I'm like, dang, like this is crazy. And then it's like every time I travel, I lose 10 pounds without even trying. And
a lot of times we eat more when you travel.
Yeah, I eat more. Yeah, because I be eating it up, yo. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, but I still lose weight. Yeah, and I think it's because I think it's because just all of the preservatives that we put in our food is not in some of the foods in some of these other countries. Mm-hmm. You know,
message.
Yeah, you know, and plus the lifestyle. I guess because I know when I travel, I do a lot more walking than I normally would because we drive everywhere in the States.
Facts.
I mean everywhere. Like a lot of us, we want to go to the corner store or something.
Yep.
We'll drive to the car, around the corner.
And then be mad we can't find parking.
Yeah. It's like you could have just walked.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Yesterday we probably walked like 5-10 miles. Easy 5 miles. It was beyond 5 miles.
Yeah. Yep. We in Colombia. And and it's hot.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what?
It wasn't that bad.
That hot.
We were near the water, so we had that breeze.
We had that
off
breeze
the water.
coming in. Yeah.
Now, what do you think has been the mental release for you, or where was that awareness of like where you get to mentally relax when you're on vacation and out the country?
You know, I think a lot of people subconsciously live the way that they always dreamed of while they're on vacation. There's something about vacation. I think vacation is like a reflection of what people's life would like to be. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying?
You take them dream vacations.
Yeah, like you say, it's like we work, and most of us get 1 week to live the way that we want to live, which is kind of
that's sad.
Which is really crazy. Yeah, you know, but that has really been like a life changer for me. You know, just leaving the country and kind of putting everything, all the worries, all the stress, all the bills, like you say, you don't even think about that stuff when you go, you know. So to just go out and just not have to worry about none of that. That's why I stay as long as I stay now. Because I don't know if you know, recently, man, a lot of times when I travel for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to stay as long as possible, you know. But I can't see myself being in the States for 12 months straight anymore. It's like I can't unexperience what I've experienced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have to get going at least every couple months now. even if just for a little bit.
You know what I think one of the biggest things for me when it came to traveling internationally? Because Costa Rica was my first time out of the country.
Yeah.
And my second time was when we went to DR.
Yeah.
And I think the mental decompression for me, and me and you had this conversation off camera, which is one of the reasons we wanted to pitch this Passport to Peace. Because when we were in DR and we were on the ATVs and we're riding around where people that are from there live, not the glitz and the glamour, not downtown, you're not seeing the girls, but we're seeing where people really live.
Yep.
Where they got 10 roofs. The houses don't have windows. It's bars, but it's no glass, nothing to stop anything from coming into the house, like bugs, snakes, whatever. Some of them had dirt floors. Some of the floors were not what we're used to in America. But the one thing we discussed, how many unhappy people did you see?
Not many at all.
Everybody seemed so happy.
It didn't seem like it.
And that's one of the reasons we wanted to do this episode of Passport to Peace, because during my decompression on vacation, which was very humbling to see people not have a fraction of what we have, but they're more happy than we are. Yeah. And it's like when you think about it, and with some of the security details and stuff I've been on, I've seen people that have buku money, but they're not happy.
Yeah.
But then you have people that don't have anything really. They got enough to get by, and that's all they need. They're not stressing themselves of, oh, we didn't have this, we don't do that. It's the bonds. It's they just enjoy life. And me and Chief had an experience while we were in DR. We're riding ATVs. I don't know where this little hut/bar was. Shout out to the owner because he was a great guy. And things like this were so enlightening. We're grabbing drinks. So I asked him, I said, hey man, I don't even know what made me ask, because we're in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, do you take cards? Everybody knows cards require internet or something, right? He said, no, my friend, I don't, cash. But it's okay, drink what you want, come back and pay me tomorrow. In America, they would never.
Nope, absolutely not.
And the reason being is, because most of y'all would never go back and pay for it.
Yeah. Nope.
That's just the sad reality. A lot of y'all would not go back and pay for it.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. That's definitely a very humbling experience. And you know what? That actually helps me too deal with anger issues. I know, since I've been traveling, and then I come back to the States, things that used to bother me don't bother me no more.
Yeah.
People. You know how people are upset. People say things to you, maybe somebody at work, and you automatically want to just snap on them. That's just how it is. Where we from, right? It doesn't bother me as much. It's just like, okay, whatever. He gets upset for whatever he got going on. It's like, I'm looking forward to my next trip. I ain't thinking about
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not getting caught up in none of that.
Yeah, like I just be so chill now. Like I know it's because I travel more now. And I get to experience life with a world perspective. Than just this one little dot that a lot of us live on our whole lives. The world's a big place, and most of us only just operate in this one little section. Yep. And most of us, if we keep it real, a lot of us never even been out of our own cities. If you want to, take it even further, some guys never even been out of their neighborhood. Yeah. Like that's crazy to me.
Because the world is a scary place.
Yeah.
People are scared of the unknown.
Yeah, I've had some people tell me I'm crazy for going to certain places. It's only certain places where you're kind of socially allowed to go
by
yourself without people looking at you crazy. It's like the typical places, Vegas, Miami,
right?
Maybe Hawaii, and then if you really balling, Europe, right? But anywhere outside of that, people look at you like you're crazy. You went to Africa? Why would you go to Africa? I haven't been to Africa, but I'm just saying. Yeah. I know people that went to Africa, and people look at you crazy. Like, why would you go there?
Exactly. What about Africa?
Yeah. Why the heck would you go there? Or why would you go to Thailand? Why would you go to Cambodia? Why would you go to Philippines? Why would you go to wherever? Right? Because it's outside of that typical bubble.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where traveling helps because it opens your mind up.
100%.
It definitely opens your mind up, and like you was mentioning about how happiness, you know, you go to some of these countries and they don't have a lot, but they seem to be happy. Now I'm pretty sure everybody got their problems behind the scenes, but they have joy, and I think family has a lot to do with that.
100%.
You know, our culture has changed a lot back in the States. It seems like family is not the number one priority to a lot of people anymore. Our culture,
and we don't have the same household structure.
Yeah, we don't, and I think that has a lot to do with it. Because you go to some of these other countries that are really poor, don't have nowhere near what we have, but they do have each other.
Exactly, and that's all you need.
And that changes a lot.
That was
you know
that, I'm glad you said it because that's everything for a lot of these countries.
Yeah.
What do you think has been your most adventurous trip?
Adventurous?
Yeah.
I would definitely adventurous. I would probably say my last trip that I just took to Indonesia. Yeah, I just came from a trip about a month ago. I was in Bali because I did some things there that I'd never done before. Like I done parasailing. Like that was crazy. Like again, I can relate to you. I can't swim. And to add insult to injury, I'm scared of heights. So I'm like, nah, I'm killing two birds with one stone. So I'm way up here and I can't swim. I'm like, yo, but I'm doing it. So and it was actually very fun and it was actually relaxing up there. Like it was, I'm like, damn, I gotta do this again. You know what I'm saying?
I think I might try it.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Of course, I did jet skis. I did a whole bunch of tours. Oh, actually, the very same trip. While I was there, I went I walked to the top of a live volcano. That was crazy.
That I seen the video.
Yeah, that was crazy because I flew into this city called Surabaya. I don't know if y'all know what that's at. It's in Indonesia. Flew there. Then the next day, I took a tour from Surabaya to this other town. I think it's called Malay, something like that. So it was a nice little ride. Then we got on a little jeep, and these roads are so small. When I tell you these roads are so narrow, you're going up this mountain, you're going in between trees. You got other cars coming down, and you got to like get.
So it's like them drones you used to see on TV.
Yeah.
Where you be like, I don't know, somebody might go down.
Yeah. And then you look down, you see a cliff, like a long fall cliff going down. If you drive the wrong way, it's over with, right? It wasn't one of those roads. So it's about an hour, maybe an hour and a half ride up to the top of the mountain, right? And then after you get to the top, you're still not actually at the top. You got to walk the rest of the way, right? So we got there, so that was a challenge, and but it was definitely eye-opening. It was fun. Then we get there, and then we had to walk from where the Jeep parked all the way up the volcano, and I'm like, yo, this is. At first I'm like, all right, this ain't gonna be no big deal, you know. But that's when my age started showing, because once I got like halfway up, I'm like, oh shoot, hold on, we gotta stop for a second. Hold up, catch my breath. But man, once we finally got to the top, I'm so glad I did it, because that's something that was definitely like a bucket list thing. To actually stand on top of a live volcano and look down, and actually see the smoke, see that big gigantic crater, to smell that sulfur coming out of the ground, like that's crazy.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, that was definitely.
That sounds like one of them things. That's something I want to put on my bucket list, to actually go see a live volcano.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I mean, I think the last time that volcano, I think it was what's the name of that volcano? Broomer's Mountain or something like that. The last time it erupted, I think it was year 2018. So it was not that long ago.
I don't know. That's a little soon for me.
Yeah.
A little soon.
Yeah.
Now, do they go through volcano protocols?
Yeah, the guy was showing me they got these little sticks of things, whatever they call them, that kind of sticks in the ground in the area, and it gives the people in the, I guess the people that monitor the volcano, it lets them know when there's some type of activity going on underground, and then that way they can warn the neighboring cities that hey, the volcano might erupt. Then people.
What if we on a tour and something happened? Did they say, hey, listen, if we get word, we're getting in this Jeep and we out there. Because it's an hour drive.
Yeah.
On these thin roads, you can't drive but so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's on the normal circumstances, it's an hour and a half. Imagine when it's an emergency. Yeah, it's probably gonna be longer. It is probably gonna be some fatalities, unfortunately. Everybody just kind of bottlenecking going down this one mountain.
That's crazy.
But I think the guy was telling me that some type of technology they can kind of tell, within days.
Before it ever happened. Okay.
Yeah, somehow they can tell.
They should. I mean,
don't
the
think
technology we have now is crazy.
Yeah. I think they're constantly monitoring things, So, but it's not that many people that live in the immediate area. Yeah, it's just like kind of like the neighboring cities. You got the big volcano, and then you got these towns that's like around it, and there is like a little village that's actually on the volcano.
Oh wow.
But it's not like, only probably a few people live there. Like, you always got the few soldiers that don't want to leave.
Yeah, and they've been there forever.
So they're like, we ain't going to
be here.
Yeah, maybe 10 to 15 people that live, So I did see them, but.
Would y'all live on a volcano?
I would not.
I wouldn't. It's like, when you find out, might be too late. Yeah. And then if you ain't got experience driving down them where do you go shopping?
Oh, unless they got their own live on top of the thing. I know it's a lot of people that live like that. They live very simple. A lot of them.
I had no choice.
Yeah. A lot of them that grow their own food.
Would you really want to grow your own food on a volcano?
Yeah,
you got sulfur in your food or something.
Yeah,
that's what I be thinking. That's one of the things to me.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people like that live very simple.
Your choice.
Yeah. But to answer your question, that was probably the most adventurous trip I've been on so far.
What is
that Indonesian trip?
I'm gonna ask you this, but I want you to think about it while I answer. What one of your trips changed you the most? Like just mentally or just seeing? And I'm gonna say that when we went to the DR, because seeing how happy people are where they don't have that much, my perspective changed where an old version of me was like, oh, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to get this, we need to get that, we need to take care of this, we need to take care of that. But that just showed, listen, let God line things up how they're gonna be. Live your life.
Yep.
That's it. Because realistically, we spend so much time stressing over things that really don't matter, that we can't control. Like I had to tell somebody the other day, they said, oh, I'm stressed because I can't pay this bill. So when you woke up stressed, did you have the money? No. So why worry about it?
Yeah.
Stress over what you can control. Not even stress over it. Handle it. But if you can't do anything about it, live your life. Why stress over something that you can't control? That's one of the biggest things where it caused change in me, where I left an old version of me in DR when we went, because just seeing how people that don't have much, their happiness is on another level. And then at the same time, being around people that had a lot, but they're not happy.
Yeah.
So just that was, I left the old version of me in DR when we was riding up. I left the old version of me down near the waterfall when I fell. I went down to the waterfall.
I forgot
man.
about that. Yeah.
It was bad. I had water shoes on. Jones had no grip. Terrible. I ended up with a bruised butt cheek.
Oh man.
Pause.
Double pause on that. Oh shoot. But
could have been worse.
So you said what trip changed my life pretty much?
Where you felt like you left an old version of you behind and it caused growth from something you experienced on the vacation.
I would probably say Thailand. I had to say Thailand.
I think I gotta go to Thailand, y'all.
Yeah, and I think it's because it was my first major trip. I did it solo, so it's a lot of barriers that I broke, I guess, on that trip. Going so far, going by myself. Again, experiencing kind of what you experience with people that don't have much, but seem to be happy. Versus the stuff that we worry about.
100%.
But I will say this though, because it's always two sides of one coin. Traveling has also made me appreciate what we have, some things that we do have in the States.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't want to just bash us like that. It's all bad over here, because it's not.
They gonna be in the comments going crazy.
Yeah.
We'll go live in Thailand.
Yeah. Like it's not bad, but it just, for me, it just kind of humbled me, gave me a great median. Like, okay,
100%.
we not the biggest and baddest,
Nah.
But at the same time, there are other places where you can live and still have a great life.
I think one of the things for me, masculine identity and mental health, because as I was saying, like, it's guys were like, I'm gonna go to work, I gotta take care of this, do this, do that.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a lot more topics coming up with these episodes. Yeah. We're talking about mental health.
Yeah.
And I think traveling was like such a big mental decompression for me, because I'm out of my comfort zone. And I think a lot of times as men, we just get so, I gotta do this. But it's like, when we get to unwind and relax, and just enjoy the moment, I think that is like so powerful.
Yeah, that's another thing that's actually changed with me too. Before I was traveling, I never really pampered myself. Pause. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is, go get a massage every now and then, right? Let somebody rub your feet, right?
Would you ever let a guy give you a pedicure?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
I had to ask.
Why? Well, never mind.
Some guy did try to do that one time.
No,
I was in the shop with a girl I'm cool with. The girl got us all set up, put my feet in the water, put her feet in the water. Then the guy rolled his chair up, like, come on, what are you doing?
No.
He said, no, give me your foot. No.
Nah.
I'll wait.
She
busy. Okay. I'll wait till she's not busy. I got time.
Hey, all, to each his own.
Yeah, if you don't mind a guy rubbing your feet, fellas, that's cool. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, to me, that's like a female-dominated industry anyway. So it's like, why would I let a dude do it if it's plenty women that are in the industry? I don't know.
I know one of the other girls over there like, you don't know what you missing. He good. Well, you get him.
Well, you good. Yeah, she's a female. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not offended. It's okay.
No. The only time I let a man massage me was I got into a car accident a long time ago.
Oh.
And I had to do physical therapy. And kind of had no choice in the matter.
The funny thing, that happened to me at a car accident too.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really, some of the stuff was a massage.
It wasn't.
But a lot of it was adjustment.
Yeah.
Like, the car accident had me going through adjustments. Listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, find you a doctor, do adjustments, and go with it, man.
Yeah.
Go with it.
Yeah, so you had a chiropractor. Yeah, so that's a little different.
Yeah, and he crack your neck, it be nuts.
Yeah.
Tells me he twist your neck, like, relax. Bro, what you about to do? You telling me to relax? When you tell me you ever notice when somebody tell you to relax, you can't relax?
You can't relax.
And then it's like you twisting my neck, like, bro, listen, you break somebody's neck, they not walking again. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Let me ask you something real quick. Since you're in the 2A community, right? Cause I always wondered this, like, how do you deal with? Cause I know that a lot of you guys, y'all carry every day, right? Y'all are in like defense mode every day. How do you deal with that going to another country where you don't have no guns, right? You probably don't have no knives or anything. and on top of that, you know that the people around you know that you don't have nothing. How do you deal with that aspect of it?
I think for a lot of us, so I know a lot of people that don't want to travel because of that reason.
Yeah.
I know with me, one of the biggest things that I always tell people when I trust people on, I don't care if you have a gun. If you're not aware of what's going on around you, the gun does you no good.
Yeah.
So situational awareness matters wherever you are. So I pay attention to certain things. I pay attention to people's body language. I pay attention to people that are paying attention to me.
Yeah.
But when I look at you, you're trying to act like you weren't. So I pay attention to people's characteristics and stuff when I'm traveling. But that's just more of a safeguard to protect myself when we're out and about, especially in another country, because you don't have firearms.
Yeah.
But you know the criminals there do.
Yeah. Exactly.
For instance, we're in Colombia right now. That's one of the bigger things. Like if we're walking around,
And we know it's crime.
do I see anybody following us for past a block? Now it's time to say, yo, you good? You good, amigo? What's up? Because a lot of times people like the element of surprise. If you remove that and they know that you're aware, you're no longer a soft target. You're a hard target. Why go after a hard target when it's people that don't pay attention every day? People walking around like this. Oh, we gotta go. Let me see. Oh, you easy, you soft target.
Yep.
So I think people just have to build that self-confidence and their situational awareness where you're good. And you also know one of the biggest things, even when we're carrying a gun, is de-escalate.
Yeah.
The only problem is trying to de-escalate if somebody want to rob you and you can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I always wondered that, because even though I'm not in the Twig community, that's something that just being from where we're from, it always crosses my mind. It's always there. I'm like, all right, I know I'm going to another country. Even if I'm in the States and I'm not carrying,
yeah.
they don't know that I'm not carrying.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know what I got or don't got. But when I'm
They
out
like
here,
they might not want to roll the dice, but
yeah,
here,
they know 100%. As soon as they open your mouth,
no,
he's
you ain't
American.
from around here.
Yeah, he's from the United States. Yeah, I know he ain't got nothing. You know,
but he got money.
Yeah, I know he got money.
That's what everybody thinks when you're
Yeah.
American, you got money. If y'all only knew, it's people on these vacations that's poorer than the
Yep.
people that's here.
Yeah. So you know what I do though? Certain things I do. I try not to, like all the flashy stuff that a lot of us are used to doing. You know, like the expensive sneakers, the expensive clothes, the jewelry. I try to leave all that stuff at home. When I'm traveling.
Don't make yourself a target.
Yeah. You know, I try to blend in as much as possible. You know, now I know how to dress nice. You know, you can still dress nice and not be
low key.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like I heard of a guy getting robbed in Thailand, right, of all places, because he had a big, gigantic gold necklace on. It's like Thailand is not even the place for that, really. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
so he went out there begging for attention.
Exactly, and he got it.
And he got it. You know what I'm saying?
And this is the thing. A lot of things like that are crimes of opportunity.
Yeah.
When you walk around because you want to be flashy, you're a billboard now.
Yeah.
You bit this. It's on you. That's the only way you got to look at it that way. It's on you.
Yeah.
Because what are you doing? You got to evaluate that. What are you doing and why?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys do stuff. Even a place like Colombia, I've seen guys come down here with the
chains
expensive
on,
clothes, the chains, and the watches.
What?
And it's like
This is my
have
thing.
to do that. I mean, do what you want to do, but
you're in a third world country.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Understand. People that do that probably don't understand that's a form of trauma. Because you don't feel accepted being you.
Facts.
You feel as though you can only be accepted because you have these things. That's a trauma. There needs to be a lot of it. You don't feel like yourself and whole without these material things with you.
Yep.
That's trauma.
Yep. And I see it. And I got to come down on some of the fellas with this one, because I see a lot of guys that do that. They're like, they'll lead with that. You know, they lead with their possessions, the cars, the jewelry, the clothes, and all of that. And then they wonder why people try to take advantage of them.
Exactly.
What do you expect?
Oh, she was a gold digger.
Yeah.
Was she?
You kind of lead with your wallet.
You sitting up here like, yeah, what you think about this, girl? I take you out to this place. Okay, so the first dinner's $500.
Yeah.
So you start here and you know you can't keep it up. What's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yep. And especially when you travel, you don't have to do that, bro. You don't have to do that. You know, $20 date still exists.
So
when you go to some of these other places.
yeah.
$20. I mean, it's like if a woman really likes you, y'all can go out for something to eat. You know, both of y'all, a meal might be $12, $13.
Yep.
Movie might be another.
And the real women can relate.
Yeah.
The real solid women, they want security and stability. But if you solid and let's say you got a plan, not an entrepreneur because you just don't got a job, and you got 30 ideas that you never followed through with any of them, but a real entrepreneur with a plan and goals. And this is the thing that people don't understand. A real solid woman will help you build the empire. While some, as you're building, you wonder why your empire didn't get where it was until you left her. And it was because every time you put up 3 bricks, she took 2. And then you put up 5, she took 3. So you notice that you're building so much, but you're not getting nowhere. And then when she's going, all of a sudden, things start progressing. You gotta have the right woman in your life, and we're gonna be getting on that one too.
Absolutely. Yep, that is definitely something that a lot of us guys just like you said, it comes from the trauma of just being in the States, of being told that you have to have XYZ to get respect.
100%.
Whether it was from women, from other men, from your family members. If you don't have a certain type of car, you're not worthy of a certain level of respect.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
And some men just internalize that, you know.
Yeah,
and then, you know, you travel and, you know, I don't expect people to change overnight. It takes time to kind of get rid of certain things. But, you know, you take that same mentality and you go to some of these other countries and you wonder why some guys go get the same results, you know. And it's like, yeah, you kind of doing too much, you know. You just gotta, but that's what traveling has actually done for me. You know, it's actually, you know, like I said, humbled me, and a lot of those things that I internalized as a kid, you know, just growing up, I don't deal with anymore. You know, I feel no need to impress anybody
at all,
especially when it comes to material things.
And this is the thing, I've seen so many people that have so many material things. And people are like, oh my God, you're living a life. No, he's not. He's broke. He's broke. It's a difference for the person that goes out and buys a diamond tennis chain but has $400,000 in his bank account. As opposed to the guy that went and bought the diamond chain. He got like $30 in his account, $5 in his pocket, and trying to figure out how he gonna eat. But he fronting in front of y'all. It's trauma.
See me, I'm like, I enjoy the knowing that I have the ability to go get something rather than actually buying it. Like I don't have to go buy the expensive stuff, but if I just knowing that I can is a better feeling than actually buying it.
You know what? Man, we experienced that the other day with that cologne. I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about it. And you know, I told you I go to a boutique shop to get a lot of my fragrances because they last for 6 to 8 hours. And one part of me was like, I could do it. But the other part of me is like, remember we was talking, I'm like, yo, we're going to buy this stuff and I work so much. Am I really gonna utilize it? Then you notice you had this big collection of stuff that you're not using. Now, don't get me wrong. With the cologne, it's definitely situations where you can definitely apply that and use it. I'm still thinking, I don't know, we might have to go up there tomorrow. I might grab it. It's definitely exclusive. And it's something that's out the country, so when I come back, I'm really going to be stunting on y'all with it. It's like, no, let me stop. Nah, but it smelled amazing, though. That was one of the things. It smelled amazing. So how about this? When it comes to, like, being able to decompress and reflect on things. I like how you just said, and the thing that made me think about that was how you just said it changed some of the things of you growing up to the point
Yeah.
where it's like, I don't care about impressing people no more.
Yeah.
Because it's like and like you travel solo, so that's a little bit of solitude and a change of scenery.
Yeah.
Because if you travel by yourself, it gives you time to get to know you better, and also embrace where you are without distraction.
Oh yeah.
Like, what do you think is probably? What do you think a good way that you found to bring that peace home?
To bring that peace home, the peace that I found overseas. How do I bring it back with me? Well, I try to, I'm more appreciative. Like when I look at, again, how other people are living. You know what? I got one. Again, I keep saying Thailand. I've been to more places, y'all, but I'm just referring to Thailand because it's just certain.
We know what that top 2 trip is.
Yeah, but I was out there, right, and I remember seeing something that I knew I would never see in the States, and it was actually, I seen a homeless woman, right. Now this wasn't just some raggedy looking homeless woman. She was actually beautiful, right. She looked like she might have been, I don't know, 24, 25, maybe 26. Now she was a little rough looking, but you can tell that, if she cleaned herself up, she would be nice, right? And she was out there with her 2 kids, and she was just sleeping on the street. Now I thought she was just a random person begging for money, because you see that everywhere you go.
Yep.
Right? But in the middle of the night, I went back outside. I went to the 7-Eleven down the street, and I seen that same woman sitting there, right? This time she was asleep with those same 2 kids, just sleeping on the sidewalk. And I remember saying to myself, damn, like, that would never happen in the States. Ever. Right? You would never see a beautiful woman sleeping on the street with her 2 kids. Like, we've got too much, kind of put in place to help with situations like that. And it's things like that that has humbled me. Right, and made me appreciative of what we do have in the United States, and when I see, and this might be controversial, but when I see a lot of women in the States that complain about the stuff that they complain about, the gripes they have about the way things are and how they feel about us, and we not doing enough, I be thinking to myself,
they don't even know.
Y'all don't have no idea how good y'all got it over here.
Facts.
Y'all have no idea.
Unappreciative.
Yeah, I'm like,
because realistically, we're spoiled over here.
Oh yeah.
We really are.
Yep.
We're spoiled, but at the same time, I feel as Americans, we're spoiled, but we don't even have full perspective. Because we're going, until you leave the country, you're going off of what people tell you that, the United States is the best country. We had the best this, we had the best that. But we have one of the biggest rates of depression. Why is that? If we're such a great country, but there are poor countries that happiness exceeds us.
Yeah. I mean, you got men, like in one of the richest countries in the world, you got men committing suicide. And it's like, why? Why is that happening?
And it's crazy because I think that stress and it's no decompress.
Yeah.
And I think as men, it's powerful. Like, it's nice to go on vacations with your family, take your lady, the kids.
Yeah.
But I think it's also good to go on a trip with a guy trip.
Yeah.
And women will say, no, so you could go out there and be with all of these women. I'm tired of the rhetoric of that because, listen, he could be with women in America too. Okay? Because all of those things that you don't like, somebody else on the sideline love. And all those things you complain about, it's another woman that listen to you complain and be like, she don't know how good she got it. Because we all want this fake facade of what's like real. I mean, even this trip, it's just a perspective of individuals the politeness, the humbleness, the kindness.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying, "Oh, if y'all go to Colombia, be careful. This might happen to you. That might happen to you." We walked around for a long time yesterday. We walked miles upon miles, and never at once did I feel unsafe.
Nope.
None.
Yep. But I think we move different than some people. It's two of us. So two guys is a little bit more intimidating than somebody being by themselves or a woman by herself.
This is true.
And and we not flashy.
I'm gonna tell y'all one of the best things about my passport to peace. I, for the first time in my life, seen a pregnant woman chase a man.
Oh my God! Oh, this where we going? This where we going, huh? And this just happened, y'all. I'm gonna let you tell the story because you see you.
All I know is I'm walking. The girl say, "Hey," and she said something about amigo. As soon as she said amigo, I said, "Oh, amigo." She stops talking to me. She starts talking to him. All I understood is she said, "I need leche, amigo." Now me, that means two different things. Now, being as though we're walking in the street, I didn't know what type of leche she was referring to. However, she wanted this leche,
shoot.
and she wasn't gonna let the leche go, but not without a fight. So then, and this is why I said I never seen this type of drive. I've never seen a woman press a man. Like, y'all know if you from the hood, y'all know what this. That's somebody pressing you. She was pressing him for that leche, like, "Yo, amigo, I need the leche." I said, "What?"
I didn't know what type of leche she was talking about either.
And we never found out.
Yeah.
All I know is he cut across the street. I said, "Whoo!" I'm right behind him. Next thing I know, I hear, "Amigo." I just got on the phone. I called somebody. I'm on the phone. I'm like, "Yo." So she walked past me.
Shoot.
"Amigo." I was pointing at him. She don't want to talk to me no more. She just said, "Amigo." I said, "Oh, my friend." That was done. She probably followed us for like a mile or more. Or more.
Not exaggerating. It was about 3-4 blocks.
No, I think it was more than that,
It
bro.
was more than that.
We tried to leave her by crossing the street. She crossed the street too.
That was crazy. Yeah, that would probably definitely go on one of the list of craziest things I've seen on vacation.
I ain't gonna lie, that was my passport to peace because that was so relaxing and entertaining.
Yeah, that was funny. A little disturbing, but it was funny. Like, again, but that takes me to what I was just talking about. I've never seen a pregnant woman in the United States be put in position where she felt like she had to chase some stranger a whole mile for milk or money or whatever that she was trying to get.
She wanted leche.
Yeah. She go to her baby father, whoever got her pregnant. He should be providing that.
Like, "Damn, you pregnant. Didn't you get enough leche?"
I can't help you, baby. Sorry. Yeah, that was definitely a funny moment.
Yeah, man. That was priceless.
Yeah.
One of the things for me, having a conversation with a young lady, and I was telling him about it, he laughed at me. I said I turned into Drake for a little bit. She is telling me a life story, and I'm just like, with certain things that you don't have to do. You got these dreams, you got these goals. But and it was another thing, like you just said, a woman as beautiful as her in the United States would not have these worries.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things doors would just open just because of how she looks.
Yeah.
And it's so bad that even being that beautiful, she didn't even know her own potential and how great she could be.
Yeah.
Shout out to homeboy Drake, Drizzy Drake, man.
Yep. Yep, and I do believe the whole concept of passport to peace is going to be totally different for everybody.
Yeah, 100%.
For us American men, a passport to peace is probably just means getting your passport, going to other countries, learning different cultures, learning different languages, trying to figure out what do you want your life to look like, and
Facts.
find the perfect country that's going to match with that.
Yeah.
Right. Now there's a flip side to that. You've got people that live in some of these other countries that can't wait to get a passport so they can come here or go to Europe or some type of first world country so they can work or make money, do whatever.
Exactly.
So it is two sides.
And that's cool because I'm glad you said it, because their passport to peace is for a better position to provide.
Yeah.
Like we've all seen it. We've had a lot of people that we've seen that came over from Mexico. Mm-hmm. They work hard as they can. Remember we worked with Jesus?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Great guy. Great guy. Hard worker. Mm-hmm. And they'll sit up there and send 90% of their money back home. Mm-hmm. 90%. It's people that don't put 15% of their check away for themselves.
Yep.
Think about that discipline. These people send 90% of their money back home.
Yep.
Where it doubles or triples.
Yep.
So for them, the passport to peace is being able to provide more.
Yeah.
Where our passport to peace is absorbing new cultures and just decompressing, getting us out of the normal everyday rat race.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important part of it, because it's just, for me, I'm going to say, for me, it's just the decompression, it's the humbleness that you meet from, you see all of these different people and you see them so happy. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that is one of the biggest things that I love about traveling. Yeah. Seeing people that don't have a lot, but their happiness is top tier. Yeah. That's always humbling.
Yep.
And for me, it's just always, I can't even find the exact word. It's just, it helps me grow as a human. Yeah. Seeing how the littlest things that we don't focus on mean so much. Yeah. And I think that's part of my passport to peace.
Okay.
Because, and I think the biggest part of myself that I left behind, I'm going to use this trip. I turned into Drake, man.
Shout out to Drizzy.
Shout out to Drizzy. I think one of the things in all seriousness, I think one of the biggest things that I left behind from this trip was letting, and I've done with certain things, but this is one of those countries you go to where people are like, oh, you gotta be scared. Then when I started looking into it, I'm like, nah, man, listen. Stop listening to what everybody's saying. That don't mean just go out and be stupid. Mm-hmm. Do your research. Look into where you're going.
Absolutely.
And make educated decisions. But I think one of the things for me that I left behind with this trip was worrying about everybody else's concerns that don't travel.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, because most of the naysayers and most of the negativity I've received from is mainly from people that hasn't even been out of the United States.
You don't go nowhere.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I concerned about what these people are saying? They've never been anywhere.
Yeah,
they've been the main ones saying, why are you going to this place? Why are you going to that place? Oh, they chop people's heads off over there. Or they do this, they do that, because one thing happened. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, people getting killed in Chicago, Philly, Miami, LA, every single day. And it's like,
but y'all still go to Miami?
Yeah, y'all still going down there. Y'all can go down there this weekend.
Yep.
Y'all gonna go down to Atlanta, and y'all gonna party it up. Mm-hmm. And shootouts and all them clubs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
exactly.
It's just funny how how we normalize certain things, but one thing happened outside the country, and it's like, oh, don't go over there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
so what about you? What is one of your trips where you left behind your old self, or something about your old self because the trip inspired growth within you?
might have a hard time explaining this one, but I went to Vietnam a couple years ago, right? That was a different trip. And you know what was really, I guess, different about that trip, because it was definitely a language barrier. All the other places I've been to, for the most part, they speak English. Vietnam, they don't really speak much English. Now, when you go to the major cities, Ho Chi Minh City, places like that, you should be okay. But once you start going outside of that, ain't nobody speaking English. But yet, but at the same time, I didn't feel alone, which was crazy. Like, here it is, nobody around me speaks English. But yet, how I'm still able to make friends. I got a couple friends I made over there right now that, you know, now I talk to them, Google Translate and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I still feel a connection
100%.
with them. And we don't even speak the same language. Actually
Powerful.
went out, had drinks, had a good time, had fun, right?
Think about that.
Like, that's crazy. And it's like, I haven't had that much fun sometimes at home with, you know.
With other Americans.
Other Americans. Yeah, I'm on
Because
guard.
everybody's so angry.
Everybody's so uptight and angry and like waiting for shit to pop off. You know what I'm saying? You at a club or whatever, you thinking about what's going to happen outside of the club.
Yep.
You just seen a fight go down inside the club and you know it's probably going to be a continuation of it outside.
Yep.
Stuff like that. So it's like, you know, I didn't have to worry about any of that. You know, everything. And, you know, I just felt like I can 100% be myself. You know, but yeah, that was a, and that, I think that's when I realized that, you know, people actually have the ability to like you for you.
100%.
When they don't speak the language, they don't speak your language. All you have is, you know, what they see in the vibe. You know, you can have a vibe with somebody that you don't even speak the same language with. Like, that's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, that's different. So, yeah, I think that's when I 100% left behind all like the aesthetics of, oh, I gotta dress a certain type of way.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta carry myself a certain type of way to get a certain type of attention. Nah, not really. You gotta do none of that. Don't get it twisted. I still dress nice. Don't get it twisted.
That
you know
part.
what I'm saying? But it's just, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's like certain things you just don't have to do. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that's what I left behind, I think.
Okay, I think that's powerful.
You know,
Y'all, this is what we want y'all to do. We appreciate y'all tapping in with us. You know, to the 2A Brothers podcast. Share some of y'all stories. Get in the comments. Tell us about y'all stories of growth, going to places, what you left behind. If you went on a vacation and you said, oh, this part of you some growth, you left something behind. Get in the comments and tell us about it, because we definitely want to hear it. Yeah. And we might even be picking somebody to just maybe pop out and get on the episode, man. Get in them comments and let us know what's up, man. Yep. Y'all know how I go, man. Chief, I appreciate you.
Absolutely,
you
bro.
know, my co-host right now, filling in for Sully.
Anytime.
And listen, man, y'all know how I go, man. Have fun, shoot safe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Because you never know what the outtakes might be like. You never know what you might miss on this podcast. When we out and about, you know what I mean? You might see some outtakes of the Late Che lady.
Oh, man, please. I hope not. I hope nobody was recording that. That was embarrassing.
But y'all already know, man. Have fun, shoot safe. See y'all next time, man.
Peace. Oh, yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you before you go. Right, I don't know how you're going to edit it or whatever. But what is, since we're talking about travel, what's the next place that you want to go and why?
The next place I really want to go, I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan because I think the Japanese culture is so dope.
Yeah.
I think the food is probably going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And nostalgia, I heard they have like a Mario Kart thing that you can actually do when you block it off in the street.
Yeah, I want to do. I think that's in
just for
Osaka.
that.
Yeah.
Just for that. That's Japan.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I might have to be with you on that. That Osaka. I think that's in Osaka.
Yeah, Japan.
Yeah.
That
Japan.
done. The
Yeah.
real life Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Sign me up, yo. We might have to set that up.
Yeah,
Japan.
definitely.
What do y'all think, man? What are y'all places to go to? Jump in the comments and let us know. What are your top 3 places that you want to go?
Yeah.
That's gonna be good. We want to know, where's your top 3 places? Japan is definitely gonna go for our list.
Yep.
We might do that. We might have to clip y'all in. We gonna give y'all some stuff going on, little shots of the trip and stuff we seen. But what are y'all top 3 destinations that you want to go and why?
Yep. Here you go.
Tap in and let us know, man.
Yeah.
Might see y'all in Japan. Have fun, shoot safe. Let's go.